truck stop strip club, it's what you have in mind for sure.
Whatever you're picturing in your head.
That.
Yes.
Like literally when you get out of your car, you right away think, this was in a horror movie, wasn't it? Like this feels like there's going to be like some
danger.
axe-wielding super monster that's going to come out of that building right there and kill all of us, I think.
Come on! The weekend has landed. All that exists now is clubs, drugs, pubs and parties. I've got 48 hours off from the world, man. I'm going to blow steam out of my head like a screaming kettle. I'm going to talk cod shit to strangers all night. I'm going to lose the plot on the dance floor. The free radicals inside me are freaking, man. Tonight I'm 𝓚𝓲𝓷𝓴𝓂. I'm Peter Popper. I'm going to Never Neverland with my chosen family, man. We're going to get more spaced out than Neil Armstrong ever did. Anything could happen tonight, This could be the best night of my life. I've got 73 quid in my back burner. I'm going to watch the lot, man. The Milky Bars are on me.
And now, live from Rule 34 Studio, I bring you a girl that recently fell into a lesbian thirst trap and almost didn't get out. Here she is, your host, the one, the only, Kinky Katie.
I'm drowning in pussy. No. Hello, and welcome to the show. This is Kinky Katie's World number 428. I am your host, trying to keep it together, Kinky Katie, and with me, as always, is my absolutely favorite flesh-covered fuck toy, the one and only Mr. SC.
Great.
How's it going?
Okay.
We are coming to you live from Rule 34 Studio, KinkyKatieRadio.com, and RadioChaos.net. We do have a lot of things to talk about.
Do we?
Tonight.
Right.
We do.
Okay.
Yeah. Woohoo! Huh. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm prepped up. I'm
You're something.
I'm something. I am absolutely something.
Those would be the adjectives we would describe.
Dude, we did, I talked about it last show, but we did go and see Clerks III a couple days ago, and I was not prepared for the emotions, so bring tissues. I'm just saying if you see it.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, a little bit, but well, whatever.
If you're a fan of the first two movies, then yeah, the third one you're going to...
I would say not only if you're a fan, I would... Definitely, if you're not a fan, if you haven't seen any of you have to see the other two movies, or you're not gonna. I mean,
you're not gonna understand a lot of the jokes.
Yeah,
and
really,
stuff.
it's not for you until you've actually seen all of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, whatever you got to do for that is what you're gonna have to do.
You're gonna have to do it.
Well,
I know you don't want to. But you're gonna have to do it.
Well, that's if you want to check it out at all. Really watch the first one, see where it goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and skip the cartoon. You don't have to watch this cartoon.
Yeah, just watch 1 and 2, and then right into 3. You don't have to go further. Whatever.
There isn't any further to go.
I mean, it helps if you've seen like Chasing Amy, Mallrats,
everything in the
the religious
Smodcast
one,
universe,
the religious
Dogma.
one, Dogma.
Yeah,
Really, you want to see all of his movies, and then you want to check out Clerks 3. I think. It's going to require some homework. This is not an easy watch, really. I mean, you're going to have to prep for it, or you're just not going to enjoy it at all.
I did, though. I liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was a real good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did good. But if you don't know anything about Clerks, Yeah,
you're probably like, I don't get it.
You won't.
I don't understand
you just won't care.
Here.
You won't care at all.
Like, why did people, laugh at this part?
I can guarantee you are going to hate the movie.
If you haven't seen it.
If you haven't seen
the first two.
Yeah, and Chasing Amy and Mallrats and, you have
that.
to watch the whole anthology, really.
Which I do.
I don't think you have to watch Tusk.
No, but he was actually talking about coming out with the Tusk 2.
I mean, all of his movies are supposed to be, they joke about them all being in the same universe.
Yeah.
So they're all, they are things that are happening in the same world, in the same
it's like
whatever.
Marvel, and it's like the Marvel movies, they all kind of have the same people. Yeah, they tie into each other somehow, some way.
Theoretical tie-ins, really. Mostly it's like comic book nerd stuff.
Yeah, like all the Jay and Silent Bob's, like Straight Back, Return, all those.
I forget half of the shit. The people that are into Kevin Smith, how they link them together.
Well, then there's the Canadian trilogy. Yeah,
well, the Yoga Hosers.
fuck.
That, like,
I think
Tusk?
it was Tusk, and then Moose Jaws is coming.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Which
they
is
say-
just like Jaws, but with a moose.
And here again, still all in the same universe of possibility.
Right.
Right.
Because everybody...
In the same world.
You end up all... Yeah. At one point,
there's
you're
like-
hey,
There's like
you're
movies
so-and-so.
in all of them. You know, there's the movies chain is there's a food chain.
It's like a fast food restaurant.
In all of them, I think. I think every single one of them, there's a movies.
Not all of them.
Almost.
Almost.
I don't remember there being one in Tusk. I just remember the walrus dick. It's the only thing I remember. The walrus dick nobody got fucked with.
Just should have.
I mean, you're going to have... I've talked about this before, but...
I know.
If you're going to have a walrus dick bone, a baculum, you know, a walrus baculum, this is sizable, and then you show it, you talk about this fucking walrus baculum, and it's a weird, dark, creepy movie where people are being, like, changed into walrus, and you know,
All right.
it is dark, it is weird. You're definitely thinking that something happens with that dick, and it is a dick. So I mean, somebody's got to get fucked with that walrus dick.
Well, and he even when I tweeted him way back when Tusk came out, and he liked the tweet about it. Which, by the way, I'm still trying to figure out where the fuck all my notifications went. Like up until 2 days ago, my notifications are gone.
You don't get notified. You don't have them.
No, I can't go back. Like I can't look at them. They're gone.
Okay. Well, I don't know what happened. I don't know what you did.
Well, you're not a social media person anyway.
Well, you did switch phones. You know, not for nothing.
I don't know what it has to do with my computer.
I don't know. Who knows?
Anyway, well, I don't know.
I don't know either. You're trying to go back and look at things. You're like, hey, wait a minute. That's not there anymore.
Right. I have to mess with the camera too because I was going to take a picture today, but it's not. I got to fiddle with it. It's okay though.
Grandma has to hit new buttons.
Hey,
getting a new phone for Katie's like a traumatic thing.
Why didn't you give me one of those crickets? The big buttons that do nothing.
Right.
Whatever.
That's almost what you said every time you've gotten a new phone. It's always been, why did I do this? What is going on? I
told you, I have not been as weird as I have been in the past. You have got to at least give me that.
Oh no, I'm not saying you have
stubborn.
I was saying that every time you have gotten a phone, this is the way it's always been. So you have to bear that in mind. When Grandma can hit the buttons, I can't hit the buttons. How do I turn it off? Where's the?
Okay,
where's
Grandpa, you don't know how to turn it off either.
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, and then we'll talk about it later.
I Googled it. I looked it up.
Oh, well, that's a good thing. I had the directions out that I'm like getting my glasses on. I'm like,
oh God, do you have paperwork? Is there a booklet somewhere?
I did. I found it in the box.
Jesus.
Whatever.
The answer is literally on the thing that you have in your hand.
I know, but it wasn't working for me. And I was like, am I doing something wrong? Because this is what it says to do.
Right.
So, anyway. Yeah. So they're going to be opening up a strip club / dispensary.
Okay.
And they're going to be calling it Doobies and Boobies.
Right. That's a good marketing, I guess.
I would say so.
Are they allowed to mix the two? Is that like a liquor license?
I don't know what kind of club it is.
Well, you did just say topless. So, I mean, topless.
Well, I said strip club, so it could be anything. We know.
Right.
We know that other things can be negotiated at strip clubs.
Right. But a lot of clubs in a lot of places, depending on what kind of liquor license they have, is the level of clothing that gets removed and the things that you're allowed to see. At least in Florida.
That is say not in South Florida.
No, you're right. Not in South Florida. That's
full liquor, full nudity, like damn near almost penetration.
Sure. But there were sex shows. Yeah.
No, I know. That's what I'm...
There was that one in that trailer looking place that literally was like a series of mobile homes that was like off of like Dixie somewhere. And it was like a 24-hour place and like a dirt parking lot. You know the one I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
They'd have like live sex shows at that one. Like behind a plexiglass thing. They had a little shower booth. Little booths. Like little enclosures for strippers / performers, and they get wacky and wild in there. The fluids would fly, things would hit the plexiglass like splat.
That's why we've been to some interesting places.
Right, we went to
Within the
that
past,
place
like, 20
more
years.
than once.
I
Like
know.
we went there several times. It wasn't like just
No.
we stopped once. It was like, hey, you want to go check out that weird place down on Dixie?
It's late. Let's go.
Right. There's bound to be something weird going on.
We're all fucked up. Let's go see something fun.
Or we would be just in that neighborhood for some other reason. They go, oh, that place is right down the road.
Anybody
Haven't been
want to
there in a
go?
while.
Let's go.
Right.
Yeah.
Creepy place.
Yeah. Well,
What-
a
what
lot
were-
of I don't. What?
What brought us to this? How did we get here?
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh, doobies and boobies.
Tubies and boobies.
That's right.
But is it the same, with marijuana laws and shit? Does it matter, like liquor licenses, or does stuff like that even exist? I don't know.
Like if they've got blunts, they can't show cunts.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I think that's the stupidest rules. Like everyone says, "Oh my God, Tampa is the it's like the strip club mecca," and like, oh, we're all famous for our strip clubs and Mom's Venus, whatever. You can't show nipples and you can't show crotch, and you have to, and you can only show like a certain amount of butt. So. No, I don't understand why it's so popular and people think it's so amazing. Have you
know what it
been
is?
to other strip clubs?
Well, you know what it is? I've been in different places, right? In the U.S., you go to a strip club in a different city.
Right.
But really, there are pretty cute girls. There are really nice looking girls. You're just not going to get to see, like, they're not winking the pink. They may not be giving you the old clam shuffle there on the bar top, but which is what we like. Here again. But a lot of them are in pretty good shape. They look nice. Different mixture of girls everywhere.
Yeah, and there's a strip club for pretty much everybody.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
There's
you
a
can
lot
find
of
'em-
a lot of clean clubs and stuff like that
and
that
if
guys
you like
seem to
it
like.
filthy, then there's a ton of them out there that are just gross too.
Right.
That
We're
are
just
like, oh, hun.
we're just used to what we're used to is what it is, and it's just not what I like. But
You want a fun experience, and you're kind of near Gainesville, Florida. You should check out Cafe Risque.
yeah.
That's a do not miss
I do not miss. Sure.
tourist destination. As long as you're over, I believe it's 18, but I don't know. It could be 21.
I'm not sure.
It's probably 18. Hell, I don't even think they'd care because the strippers are probably like, I'm bringing my baby. You're like, all right.
Well, they are close to the school. I'm sure there's a student or two that's gone over to the Cafe Risque from the University of Florida for sure.
They've got PVC pipes like going around the little like stagey booths that they have. Like everyone's, it's like
Kind of like a truck stop.
no,
strip club.
it is a truck stop.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got showers
Well, I
you
mean,
can
that's
use. They serve like,
how I would
food.
describe it. You know what I mean?
They have a porn store in there, like a little like kiosk-y thing.
There's a whole like little
Yeah.
little group of things there. The Cafe Risque,
It's just
exit off the highway.
yeah, and you'll see billboards for it for miles.
Right.
You're like, don't forget Cafe Risque. Like, what are you doing?
I mean, you're not missing a lot. There's sticky floors, and it's exactly what you would think of for
Movie theater whores and lot lizard whores.
a truck stop strip club. It's what you have in mind for
yeah.
sure.
It's whatever you're picturing in your head.
It's that.
Yes.
Or it was the last time I went, at least. And who knows? They could have changed. Maybe it's pristine and, spearmint rhino-y.
I doubt that.
No?
I highly doubt
Could
that.
be. They could have fumigated somehow. Got rid of the, the feeling that, like, literally when you get out of your car, you right away think, this was in a horror movie, wasn't it? Like, feels like there's going to be, like,
I'm in
some
danger.
axe-wielding super monster that's going to come out of that building right there and kill all of us, I think.
The
There's gonna
stripper
be-
massacre.
There's going to be one girl that gets away, and that's going to be it. We're all dead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has that feeling.
We're all gonna get murdered by that one, trucker with the squirrely eye. That, that he's been here for days, every day.
It's almost like it almost has like a smell too when you go in, and it's like it's the smell of like deep regret and bad decisions, mixed with like bar fluid.
I
At
just
least
got goosebumps and a chill.
right. Here again, this is the way I remember it, and I don't think I've ever been there sober, but or maybe I went there sober and did. Yeah, I probably got shit faced there a few times. I remember being there shit faced a bunch of times, but I'm not remembering the circumstance in which. Why was I there? I don't remember.
I remember once I was in Gainesville and we were there. I was visiting friends for I wasn't 21 yet, but they didn't check IDs. And I was with my friends and they're like, "What do you want to do?" And it was late. I'm like, and we were high as balls. So I'm like, "Let's fucking hit up Risque. Let's go to the cafe."
Right.
So we did. We drove down. There was maybe like 5 or 6 of us. We got there.
We're like 45 minutes away from the University of Florida, right?
Something like that. Yeah, I think so. And none of us had been there before. It was our first time.
Oh, nice.
Oh my God. We all kind of stood at the door, just kind of like, ew, I don't want to touch anything. Like, can we go? No, we ended up staying. We had a good time.
Right. I stopped there with guys at football once, like just 6 of us in a truck. Anyway.
Just rolling up.
Well, it was one of those things we were driving by and they were like, hey, I've always wanted to check that place out. But, being a group of black dudes that kind of, come from Lauderdale, they don't really feel safe going there without a white dude. And so since I was with them, they were completely like, hey, we want to go check this place out. You want to go with us?
Janikowski, right? No.
Something like that. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Right.
This person, they made a charcuterie board for a party, but they called it a coochie. Well, they made it into a puss.
Fucking charcuterie, what?
Of a JJ tray.
Okay.
That's what they're calling it, too.
Platter.
Yes, but it's got cheese on it, too. Anyway, but they made it
fancy French words on me. I speak American. What are you doing? Charcuterie? What the hell is that?
Charcuterie board.
What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I mean, I think it came out very decorative, but they use those little squishy dicks. They're little tiny little toys. They're
squishy dicks.
Squishy dicks. They're called squishies or something.
Really?
They even make big plushies out of them too, but they come in all different sizes.
Okay.
They're just something to fiddle with, I suppose. But then again, aren't most dicks? Well, they used one of those.
What are you talking about?
I'll show you in a minute.
Really, like a little fiddle squishy dick?
It's got little eyes on it too. It's a cute little thing.
Okay.
Anyway, so they used one of these as the clit, and they put a piece of beef over it or whatever as to the hood.
Oh God!
But they see I think they got very detailed with it.
Very badge-like.
Yeah, and then they used a little green olive for a butthole. I don't know if you noticed that.
Little tiny squishy dicks.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
I'm seeing squishy dicks is what I'm seeing.
Okay.
It's mini penis squishy toy.
That's probably exactly what.
Tongue, and it's it looks like just a little head, a little cute guy.
Yeah.
They even have little nipples and stuff.
No nipples.
Right. Well,
they have nipples
coming up in the search results here. There's nipple brothers and sisters next to him.
I see.
It's not a scary looking hi, little eyeballs. He's cute.
It looks like a little alien or something.
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just want to love it and hug it and pet it and squeeze it and call it George.
Sure.
Just don't pop it.
I mean, there's some people I'm sure that would be happy to have a squishy dick sized dick.
Sure.
They'd be like, well, hey, it's protruding. It's got some girth.
Well, they go from everywhere from 1 inch to 6 feet.
6 feet. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So
it'd be fucking squatting on it hard.
Well, no, but the bigger ones you get are plushies.
Plushies.
Right. They're not cyber skin material. When they're smaller, they're cyber skin squishies.
Well, that's a lot harder to shove up your ass now, isn't it?
Yeah. It's trying to put toothpaste back in the tube.
Right.
Pushing rope here.
But they're not helping the fans out at all. What's going up? I'm a squishy dick fan and I want to shove a squishy dick, 6-foot squishy dick up my asshole. Or wherever.
I would have to say, if you're going to attempt to do that, you're probably a fan.
Need a really big 3D printer, maybe. Cast it out of resin.
Well, that's not very squishy.
Well, maybe it wouldn't be a squishy dick anymore.
Maybe you could put a pole inside, give it you could print a squishy dick skeleton.
I think the squishy things, like the rubber, latex, whatever it is, when you get into a thick thick enough thing, it stops being squishy and just starts being
compressed.
Yeah, like what this fucking thing is like you could beat somebody with this fucking giant gummy worm. You know what I mean?
Well, that's completely different. Like if I gotta get you one now so you can see, like feel what it like squished it. Okay.
Well, when they're little, yeah, but if it's a 6-footer, what I'm saying is even if it's
make
made
it out of that material.
I know this
even
is even if it would be firm like that because it would be too big.
Right.
It would lose its coolness.
Yeah, you can't fucking shoehorn that thing in.
Right. No.
Well, some people probably could.
People could. Really?
You know, probably.
Wouldn't be shoehorning. They just kind of like.
So we have to find that. Now,
Martha
are we
Stewart that shit?
Are we talking vag or are we talking about asshole? Because definitely someone could put it in an asshole. Because if it squishes down and compresses into a certain size, all right.
Whatever.
I can think of maybe like 2 people that could probably do it.
Mini squishy dick.
Oh, I'm talking about like if they made a 6-foot squishy and
right.
tried to cram that up your keister.
Huh.
Can,
But he's so cute. I don't want to shove him up my ass.
all right,
He's
then.
a cute little guy.
Like if you ever go into a porn store and sometimes they have on dildos or fuck vages, like just play pussies. There's a little square, like a tester square on the outside where you can feel the material. You know, it's like a try me little box.
Oh, yeah, the little gross tester. Yeah.
Right, because everybody touches it and over time it gets all grody and dirty.
I think's been finger fucked by every crackhead from here all the way down to OBT. Or the south end of OBT straight down.
Because when you walk, I know I do, and I know I'm not the only one because I've seen how dirty these things get. When you walk by, you're like, lee. I mean, you gotta touch it and just stick your finger in it.
Uh-huh. You always got to finger the cyber skin, sure.
You do.
Right.
You have to make them feel loved.
No, to probe them.
Yeah.
Yeah, without warning.
Make them all dirty.
That's right.
Just get probed by strangers.
When I've been walking
randomly
around town and picking up the dirt of the environment,
touching,
you know what I mean?
Shit.
Then I want to go over and rub the cyber skin.
Well, it's kind of funny because sometimes we would have to take out the hand sanitizer and tissues like paper towels and go, and you're like and sanitize the lips because they would get so dirty and gross. Everyone's like, ew.
Yeah, just from people.
Like,
yeah,
I don't want to. Just from people. Yeah, touching it.
Nobody wants to touch the sample.
Right. But everybody wants to touch the sample, and that's how it got gross.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm sure you were pushing that on people anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm sure here, touch it. I know you want to touch it. Imagine that. Now imagine your dick riding right across that. Wouldn't it be cool?
You know, lick it. Just stick your tongue on it and just you feel that. Ooh. Here, spray it with this like perfume or spray or vap it, and you fucking. It's just like the real thing.
Right. Sure.
Sure, why not? There's a show, I don't know if you've heard of it. I don't even know if it's still on anymore, but there used to be a kids show called The Big Comfy Couch.
Okay, if you say so.
There was this cute big titty chick who was kind of like a clown. And she was the host of The Big Comfy Couch. Like she, teaches kids like what time it's in. She'll like lay on the floor and she does like these like spreads her legs and does like anyway.
What are you talking about? It sounds like pedomania. What's happening?
No. But she's
no. Yeah.
She was in her 20s.
Yeah.
No,
and
you could tell. No, I'm just saying. But the kids would like. She's very popular with older people and younger people.
What was it called again?
The Big Comfy Couch.
Okay.
Well, the porn parody of it is The Big Comfy Casting Couch.
Well, yeah, of course.
And the girl's not too far off from the chick from the show. Well, except giant tattoos. Anyway,
it looks like a Roseanne character to me.
Oh.
With a little red rubber nose.
Yeah,
she's got pigtails.
She's got a little nose. She's got pigtails. Wears a little beanie. And has her pigtails through the beanie.
And like fake little freckles, like drawn onto her face, and
like
rosy
a clown.
cheeks, like a clown. Yeah, right.
Like you would.
Would you?
Like her best friend is this like mute teddy bear. That, like every once in a while, like moves.
This is very weird. Like this existed while. Well, what years was this? Holy crap!
I think it crap.
Jesus.
I think it was late 90s, maybe early 2000s.
Oh, 92 to 96.
Oh, okay.
This is why, yeah, that portion of my life, I was not paying attention to the big comfy couch at all.
You know, never.
No, I was like my early 20s. I barely survived. What do you mean? Let alone the big comfy couch. What?
Clown horde rolling around on the floor.
Really?
Fucking suffocated by your
Unless
tatas.
I drop my nuts on that lady's face, I don't, there's no chance of me ever hearing of the show. She has a little puppet, too. You probably said that.
Oh, Molly. It's not a bear. It's Molly the doll.
Yeah, it's a little doll.
Yeah, it's a mute doll named Molly, or her name's Molly. Somebody's named Molly.
Okay.
I don't know.
So do we get to see her bang? What's going on? Oh, you're just talking about a porn parody.
Right.
Porn parody.
The big comfy casting couch.
Because that's what you want to think about. Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Con girls.
People like olives.
Yeah, that's
they
right.
eat them.
Out of your butt.
Or whatever. Wherever you want to put them.
Suck them out.
Right out of there.
It's briny.
Especially if you have like that super pheromone superpower. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we started watching this new show that came out called with the Imperfects. Yeah, the Imperfects on Netflix. And it's a Netflix series. And it's not bad so far.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Whatever.
I mean, we're like 4 or 5 episodes in. But
no,
yeah. Well, there's this one chick, she gets, if people are around her too long, she has like super pheromones that they disturbingly want her, male or female, doesn't matter. But they're
oh my God, I just not do anything for you. What do you want? What do you need?
Yeah, and she's
maybe
finally
you should kill yourself. Like, whoa, Jesus.
It's like, yeah, maybe we were talking about you should start using it for things other than.
She just gets freaked out. Well, because they get like aggressively all up in her business,
right?
Because right off bat, you would think, well, that might be pretty cool because you could just have a whole army of minions to go attack, but they get kind of like grabby and
scary, like the fast moving zombies, kind of.
Yeah, that would be like a superpower I could imagine Drunk Katie being into. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like if you had Drunk Katie and you had that superpower, you'd been fine with it, but you'd have to be drunk. I don't think you'd like it very much sober at all.
No, probably not.
You'd be like, oh, Jesus, get away from me. What are you doing?
It's like, would you just fucking stop?
Drunk Katie, I can see you just stepping on some nuts and going, hey, here's what we're going to do. Everybody line the fuck up. Line up.
And I want you to tell me how much you love it when I do it.
You'd have fights to the death. All kinds of stuff would be going on. Bob, get him. Right. Right.
Finish him.
Right. You're just rubbing snatch juice all over everybody you walk by. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Right.
Oh, my God. I could see that happening.
Mm-hmm.
I could.
Yeah. But it definitely didn't seem it seems like the person in this show could do a much better job of utilizing said superpower, right?
I have to agree with you on that one. Mm-hmm. She's not using it to her full potential yet, but who knows? Like I said, we're only like halfway through it. There's only 10 episodes.
Yeah.
So
we don't know what's going on, really.
Something's going to happen.
Sure it will.
I don't know.
I'm sure it'll be mediocre, but
that one guy looks way too young. Yeah, there's one guy, he turns into a chupacabra, but it looks like a fucking giant werewolf hyena.
Yeah, chupacabra.
And his girlfriend is totally into it. She's got like that
chupacabra fetish.
Right, she's got a monster fetish. Right, and she's like,
I call him Choopy.
Yeah.
A little Choopy.
You turned, hot. I saw you, I want to fuck that.
Choopy. Hell yeah.
She's even started to draw pictures of like Rule 34 material.
Yeah, well, who knows? That could have been how they posed. That was the real life pose that they did. Because he was all chupacabra'd out and she was hanging out with him.
Right, because she's like, yeah, I want you to take me.
Which is what everybody would do when they're alone with some kind of weird snarling animal. It'd be like, no, we're going to cuddle, right? This is a cuddle pile. Come
here, boy.
Cuddle pile.
Let's
for sure.
do that. Yay.
This is going to work fine.
Yeah, sure.
I won't be scared at all.
Well, she wasn't. She was all fucking turned on.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was an article that said that men have better sex with emotionally unstable women.
But Okay. Crazy girls.
Right. Well, we've talked about that scale before.
Yeah. There is the inverse hot versus crazy scale.
Fuck.
Right.
All right. We're going to go to an episode of Rule 34. And when we come back, we have got some more stories and more shit to talk about. We've also got to talk about something interesting with anal beads. Ooh. It's not what you think.
No.
So we'll be right back. And welcome back to Kinky Katie's World, Rule 34 Studio, KinkyKatieRadio.com, and RadioChaos.net. You can get me on the Twitter later at KinkyKatieRadio, KinkyKatieRadio.com, KinkyKatieRadio@gmail.com. You can Google me because I like it. You can also watch me on YouTube. I like this.
Zed's dead and something or other. Something.
I was in that movie.
Right, but you know, the DJ, Zed.
That's right.
Zed something or other.
Is it not related?
Not related.
No relation.
Different universe.
That's right.
Not part of the Kevin Smith universe at all.
That's right. It's not part of there. So football season, which this show isn't about sports, and I don't talk sports, but I don't even fucking watch football. But this was interesting. There was a Vegas sex worker. She's offering up her VIP deal to the Raiders.
Okay.
For the 2022 season.
Oh, because they're in Vegas.
Are they?
Yeah, they're in Vegas now.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
She's in Vegas. Well, she's 5'9". She's a blonde. Her name's 𝓚𝓚𝓽𝓼𝓻𝓵𝓭. That's what she goes by. That's right. Well, she works at the famous Chicken Ranch.
Okay.
Brothel. And she's offering 50% off of her original sexual services for the 2022-23 season as a thank you for bringing excitement to Las Vegas.
Certainly. You know, like I said at first, you're like, that makes sense. Yeah, no, they're in Vegas, so right, you know, Reno's not far away.
Well, I didn't know that they moved to Vegas because I'm not up on football and sports and shit.
At least you could pick out a Raiders helmet if they had them in a lineup of NFL teams. I think you could pick out a Raiders helmet.
Yes,
legitimately.
Yes,
which is pretty good for somebody who doesn't know anything about football at all.
Well, I know a lot of the team uniforms though.
Right. Well,
guys' asses just look so cute in those little pants.
Sure they do.
They do. And they're always smacking each other on the butt.
It's a thing. You find yourself doing it a lot too when you're in athletics, smacking people on the ass. It's just like it feels right for whatever reason.
Yeah, no, I get that. I completely get that because it's just like, I don't know. It just happens. So,
homoeroticism just happens, honey.
That's right.
It's okay. Don't fight it. Just let it happen.
So another just quick little football thing. Buttface Brady is like
Tom Brady. He's best quarterback ever.
Well, he's separating from Giselle.
Is he?
Yep, from the boonch.
Oh.
The boonching is boonching out.
Why? What's happening with that?
I don't know. I'm not.
Is she getting too old for him?
I'm not up on the drama. It's like, bitch, you're not modeling anymore.
Well, not only that, but
I don't want to play football anymore.
Who knows what the bunch is like, you know, hanging out with? I don't know. Who knows what butt chin is like hanging out with?
I mean, they could be incredibly nice people, or they could be complete douchebags.
Or, you know, even if they're not douchebags, maybe you just don't like hanging out with them, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm tired of you, supermodel bitch. I'm sick of your shit.
God damn it, would you eat something?
Yeah, right. Right. Or maybe she does eat. Who knows? Who knows?
I don't know. They could just be just fucking tired with each other. You were saying.
He does a lot of like working out and things like that off season, and he has like specific diets, and like he's a person who's like on his shit.
And she's got the kids.
I'm sure it's quite annoying for her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or she could be totally happy with that and be like, oh, thank God he's doing his thing.
The bunch could do better, I think. I think she could upgrade.
The bunchkin.
I wonder what she's looking like now.
I don't know. Giselle Bündchen. But that blonde sex worker, she's a hot little number. She got big old boobies. She got a side tattoo.
Which
one? The Chicken Ranch chick who's gonna give the Raiders all 50% off of her fucking sucks.
Okay.
So yeah, well, it's not just the Raider players; it's also the staff too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Even the staff gets a freebie.
Yeah, well, yeah, 50% off. You know,
That's not
of
bad.
her menu price.
You know, whatever her menu price is, retail.
That's right. I mean, she might bump them up for the season and be like, no, 50% is this. It's like, no, it's not.
Bunchin's not looking bad at all. I don't know. She's not looking bad. I mean, she looks older, but she's still looking really, really pretty hot. You know?
Yeah.
She kind of has that bitchy look to her face, though. That could just be supermodel. You know what I mean?
That's most supermodels. They have that very sharp features and just, it's resting bitch face. Because they say if you smile, well, you do. You get, they call them laugh lines.
Right.
Because you get them in your cheeks.
Uh-huh.
And that's why there's this one chick. Oh, God, who is it? But there's this one chick. She never fucking smiles. She will never smile in a picture.
Supermodel?
Or just, yeah, models.
Right.
Those are like, I do not want to have wrinkles on my face.
Huh. Seems like it's going to happen, lady. I mean, whatever.
It's like, for crying out loud. I mean, you can get it fixed later. They have the technology to do that.
Well, do you want to like give up all of those days? Like smiling makes you happy. I don't know what to tell you. I mean,
Yeah.
you're missing out. So
And
really.
you seem more, and I don't care people. You seem more approachable when you smile.
Right.
You don't look like, oh God, bitchy sourpuss over there.
Or at least
all
that's
the time.
That's kind of like what we have in our heads anyway. Who knows? Other cultures have different things, but eye contact, smiling, it does it.
Well, I can hear the people now. I can hear some people saying, "Oh my God!" It's like, you'd be pretty if you smiled more. I can't believe she said that. Yeah, well, it's true.
Something old people said a lot, really.
I don't care.
It was really an old people maneuver. You'd look a lot prettier, honey, if you just smiled.
Guys like it when you smile.
Right. Maybe do something with your makeup a little.
Yeah.
Just a little something. I don't know what you're wearing either.
Douche that snatch. I could smell it from here.
Yeah, a little gamey. Right. I'm sure that was a lot better.
But it's even better than what it was even before that. Like,
Stupid
even before
whore.
that was even worse.
You better get you a man and have a boy. They're going to put you to death.
What's wrong with you? My coffee sucks, so you need to be put to death.
Right. The good old days.
I'm going to tie you up outside and leave you there for a while till you learn. And everyone's just like, oh, they're just having a spat with a wife again.
Right. Nobody told you what you could do with your wife. Nobody told you. You just did what you wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could beat him.
When a man was free.
It was free.
Right. The person with the biggest stick gets what he wants, unless he's sleeping.
Yeah. Okay.
Then he doesn't. Then you better learn how to milk that fucking cow, lady. Yeah, you know how to grow the crops too. You don't know how to do that, do you? All right. Well, you better leave me alone so I can grow us some fucking food, right?
And you better not burn it, and it better taste fucking good too.
Right.
Better be ready when I'm ready.
Take care of that goddamn goat and the chickens too.
Shut that baby up! I swear if I hear it one more time.
People were assholes.
Oh yeah.
They were certainly harsh back in the day for sure.
I'm gonna keep fucking you and keep getting you pregnant too.
Right.
Shut them up.
God don't like nobody ain't trying to knock somebody up.
Oh my God.
Can't come for free. For free?
Oh God, that's right. When we were in the theater, going back to just like Clerks III real quick, I promise. It was a really comfy movie theater.
Not
and it had
sponsored, by the way.
Right.
We're definitely not sponsored by Clerks III at all.
No, and it was like reclining seats and they were like comfy. And anyway, well, this chick jumps in the chair right next to me and takes off her shoes. She wasn't wearing...
She had sandals on,
she wasn't wearing socks. And just bare, dirty feet.
I didn't think they were dirty. I think she had good-looking feet for an older lady.
No, there was dirt on them.
I
you
think
could see.
They were pretty good-looking feet from where I sat. I thought they were bad.
Okay, well, I was directly next to her.
I'd have rubbed something on them for sure.
Oh, I'm sorry, she's butter.
Right. If you're gonna hang them out like that, whatever.
Expect some butter on those toes.
She had them all arched and stuff and like pointy.
She did. She
was like showing off them little them fucking grippers.
Because I noticed and I'm like, she's
for free.
Fucking took her shoes off.
For
and
free.
Then he starts doing that. And at first I'm like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, oh, he noticed too that she's fucking barefoot in it. She's going nude.
Well, for whatever reason, that's the thing you always hear when people have their bare feet out is for free. I don't know why.
Or, well, even some people do that with titties.
Do they?
Yeah, because on Twitter, sometimes they'll be like, I had someone, they're like, thank you for your service. For your
What? Was I in the military or something? What's going on?
No, it's because I show my boobs on Twitter a lot. Like I post a lot of tip pics. Everyone's like, for free?
For free?
For me? You know, they're like, oh, you shouldn't have. Like, you brightened up my day. You've got titties.
Sure.
And then there's some people that dig deep and they're like, oh, these are like last year's titties. And then you're like, okay. But then they'll like 13 sets of titty pictures because you can pull them up and see. And I'm like, you just went and you're like, I like those boobies. So, but I don't mind that you do. I mean, fuck,
you went
that's
down like a Katie nipple rabbit hole there, didn't you?
Well, that's why I put them out. Is because, you know, enjoy. Speaking of nipples too, they found archaeologists found a mammoth nipple.
Mammoth nipple?
A mammoth nipple.
Okay.
It's now you can actually see it in the
gross.
Ripley's Believe It or Not, or they have the said mammoth nipple.
Okay. It's just kind of like an elephant nipple, really, with fur.
Larger. Much larger than an elephant.
Really?
And they
giant gumdrop chober. Basketball chober.
Someone from National Geographic was actually the person that found it.
Okay.
And they found
They know it wasn't another body. It wasn't like an elbow, was it? We're not going to find out. This is like the elbow.
It looks like an elbow.
See, it kind of. No, it just looks like a rock to me. That just. I mean.
It looks like a deflated nipple to me.
It just looks like, you know.
Maybe I just want to believe.
Okay, that's probably it. I mean, it's almost like a Rorschach test. I see nipples and everything.
Nipples are everywhere I go. Nipple.
Right.
Even that light. You have to admit, that light is the booby light.
Yeah, it's a booby light.
It is. So.
The classic apartment booby light.
For you people out there that like more of the twingy bits or the kind of the unpopular, I would say, kinky bits, there's this rapper. He is trying to make it
famous rapper to baby?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Who happens to also be a kangaroo.
No, he's just a famous rapper to baby.
No, this is 𝓚𝓸𝓻𝓵𝓭.
Okay, sure. But I'm going to have to take your word on that.
Well, he said that it's the armpit.
Like furry pit.
He's been on a raunchy rampage since he put his single out, "Slut Me Out." That was that single dropped.
What does that even mean? Do we know? Slut me out. Slut me out.
Yeah, it's like whore me out. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
Just use me, abuse me, make me your little fuck toy.
Right.
Right.
Oh, look at that. He has a whole fucking album named "Slut Me Out."
Well, he said
he wants to be slutted out, huh?
Yep. He said he wants the world to know that he loves licking girls' pits.
Okay.
And he goes, "My saliva, your deodorant."
That doesn't sound like it's going to work that well.
And then he said, "I put my tongue in that ear too. She don't need a Q-tip. I'm the Q-tip."
Okay. You know, whatever.
He likes to get all up in
his
there.
Own.
Yeah.
He's a pheromone kind of a guy. He would like that one superhero on Netflix.
Oh my God.
Or super powered person. Not really superhero. Whatever.
I keep her locked up just so I can inhale her and huff her. Because if she dies, then I'll never have her again.
A very heavily tattooed face. Aggressively. Or no. Chest. Not face. His face isn't tattooed at all. What am I looking at? I was looking at his chest. He's got tattoos everywhere else, like of his neck and stuff like that. Just really not on his face.
Because I'm watching. It was I actually got the story from TMZ.
What do you know?
I know. So I don't know who any of these rappers are anyway.
Neither would I.
So
no clue.
Doesn't really matter.
Not my thing so much.
But anyway, he's just...
I like the catchphrase, though.
Oh, he said it's a 19-year-old rapper. It says most of his body is covered in tats.
There you go.
But he said his beautiful mug is where he draws the line.
Does he? So
Says
far.
his grandmother would slap the ink off his face if he ever had the audacity.
Right. It's coming. Because where else are you going to tattoo? You're going to run out of spots.
I would do it.
You're going to start blacking out. And you're going to start doing white over black and colored over black.
I like white over black.
It's kind of nice looking, really.
It is.
It's not super stark. Yeah.
No, it's not.
That's your weekly tattoo update, kids. Enjoy.
Whatever. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
This is I talk about what I want to talk about.
Well, but that and we were watching the videos from the guy, Ephemeral Remy or whatever. Yeah, I guess he's on Instagram and stuff too. But on his YouTube videos, and he's blacked out and he's doing color and white over the black. And anyway,
he's like done his entire body like 7 times
or whatever,
like
right? Or 3 whole body suits. This is his 3rd whole bodysuit.
Right. I mean, he's had his armpits tattooed like 8 times, 10 times.
Well, because you have to go over them and over them and over them. Ow.
That's just incredible.
Well, the dude really likes being tattooed. So
he does.
You can tell.
Yeah. No, he's
basically he runs out of spaces to get tattooed, so he just keeps going. Right.
It's like
do some stuff over that.
It's like painting a building. Just put another coat on.
Right.
I don't like that. It's a wall.
It sure is.
So we're going to talk about, we're going to go anal for a moment.
Are we?
Yeah, you were telling me the story today.
Well, slut me out.
You watched it. Well, slut me out.
Slut me out.
Bless her heart. Well, you were talking to me about this dude beat this like chess prodigy in kind of like a Queen's Gambit kind of way.
Well, there was an accusation. There's been an accusation in the chess world that is bringing the chess world to its knees. Chess update.
Everyone's like, chess?
Well,
yes.
Basically, just know that you don't have to know anything about chess other than, big number 1 dude was beaten by somebody who is like unranked guy. And there is a theory going around that he had a computer stuffed up his ass.
Pretty much. Yeah. It was anal beads that were connected to the computer, and he knew like the way
vibrating, like Morse code,
right, kind of thing. And he knew like what triggered this and like what meant for this to move here and that to move there.
Yeah,
but it was anal beads.
Anal beads. Well, because it's weird because before the matches, they actually like wand them. They wand them because there was a guy who proved that you could put a computer in your shoe. Oh. There was some dude who did this a few years back who did it above board. Like the guy he was playing, he told him, I'm going to, they shot the video where I'm going to have a computer, and the guy thought it was funny that he could get away, that he could stick a computer in his shoe and feel the vibrations and have the computer move for you. Mm-hmm. And it totally proved it's a thing. And then before that, they're wanding the people going into the chess tournaments anyway.
Now you don't know what's up their butt.
So since nobody could believe this one dude beat the number 1 guy, it's basically, well, obviously he cheated. So the only way he could have done that is to have something shoved up his ass. Anal beads are getting really uncomfortable. We got to hurry this up. Come on, Magnus.
How do you think those 2 young sisters?
Why do you think they even play? What do you mean? They don't even know what the little horsey is. They don't care.
I like that one.
Has a best vibration pattern to it, really.
I really like the speed runs.
I do.
It's very intense.
Right. So that's sexing technology dominating the sports world,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There's a guy now I do like my energy drinks, except I don't drink Bang anymore because it makes me throw up and shit blood. I don't like that.
Okay.
So, I would say maybe like a couple times a week I'll have a sugar-free Red Bull.
Will you?
But this guy ended up having too much energy drink and he had to have surgery and it removed half of his skull.
What?
And he had brain damage.
My. Jesus, he doesn't have is he all right?
There's a photo. I mean, there's a photo that you guys will be able to see on the show notes. Yeah, half of his head, he's got like a scoop out. And I have seen pictures of this dude before, so it's not. I just never knew what happened.
Huh.
Right.
I almost feel like you probably shouldn't let him be putting his face that close to that baby. Like, is he just gonna just freak out and throw him against the wall or something? I don't know.
Or is the kid gonna like fall into his head hole?
Well, I'm just saying, they say all of your decision making happens up in the front there for whatever reason. That's what they say. And if you don't have a front, well, what's driving this bitch? Lizard brain? Get out of here. What's happening?
Oh gosh, he's going forehead. He's touching foreheads with his wife, and it's just
maybe he's none the worse for wear.
Maybe he's better.
Maybe he's got superpowers now.
Well, he said he ended up having an accident and he had a brain hemorrhage, and they couldn't figure out what was going
on.
He just
started cutting shit out.
And they said after doing a toxicology screening, they ruled out the drugs. Doctors suggested that the excessive energy drink consumption was the source of the problems, and it turned out that it was
rotted your brain.
Yeah.
That reminds me of that video we were watching earlier about the dude who he was a blacksmith, and he left metals into acids and stuff for years on accident.
Oh, coffee break, dude.
There you do. Anyway.
Yes, I was.
I am. Right. Anyway, it just dissolved the shit, and I don't know what. Yes, anyway, that's what dissolved his brain. It made me think of the metal getting dissolved in the can.
Hydrochloric acid.
Okay.
Ate away my brain.
What?
It's only supposed to be 2 weeks, ended up being 2.5 years.
What? That's pretty severe, though. I mean, why did they... It makes me wonder, did you have to cut out the skull? Could you have put the skull back there so I have just a regular shaped head? Was it necessary to leave the divot? Did that have to happen that way?
Dude, I don't know, because they do that with babies. They put fucking plastic plates in there and shit like that where the skin could go over it. So I don't know.
Was the doctor just a dick, or was that for a purpose? I mean, could you
remember, kids, don't do this.
Could you not have filled it in with something solid just so he has something solid in the front of his head?
Right.
But just for some cosmetics? Why do you got to go with the whole scoop out of the front?
I'm not shallow. I don't see holes in heads.
Well, no. I'm just saying, do the solid.
Do some protection.
Maybe. I don't know. There's probably a reason. We got to get back in there, dummy. We got to we're in and out of that dude's head.
Maybe that's right. Well, I mean, they could put something on a hinge, put a little doggy door in the brain.
Was this guy drying out sports drinks and then snorting them, or how was this happening? That you really literally had enough to kill yourself because of an energy drink? Well,
maybe he had an allergy to something that was in there too, or some kind of weird effects. This ingredient really fucks up your kidneys or. I don't know. That I don't know. But you guys can figure it out your fucking self.
Right. It's probably one of those gamer energy drinks. What the hell's the one they always advertise that Webby?
G Fuel?
G Fuel, there you go. It's probably G Fuel.
Every single gamer drinks G Fuel.
Well, because they all push
Twitch.
it.
Yeah, they do. All of them push it.
Yeah. Well, they're
except
all paid,
Web.
Whatever.
Web was gamer subs.
Something. Whatever that means. Yeah. Yeah, little powdered energy drinks with shakers and shit.
It's fucking pre-workout.
Yeah, well,
that's what it is.
No, it's like powdered Red Bull.
Yeah,
but better flavors probably. That's how I'm guessing what it is, right?
When I worked, I would imagine, because when I worked at the gym, I mean, we pre-workout, we would sell it. It was 2 different flavors that there was, and you just mix it with water, and you got jacked. You were fuck yeah! It was really awesome. We would do samples of it every fucking Thursday or whatever. It was Thirsty Thursdays. But I would fucking drink it all the time.
We're snorting them off each other's titties this morning.
Right?
Come here, baby.
Whoa!
CrossFit.
It wasn't CrossFit. But
it's CrossFitty.
It is CrossFitty.
Fit whatever.
Yeah, that's
very
right.
CrossFit adjacent.
Everybody take your bump. Morning.
Right.
It's 4:00 in the morning. We know where you are. Let's go. There was a semi truck that spilled over on the highway, and it was full of sex toys and lube. Made a mess. There was fucking toys and dildos and shit all over.
Dicks and slick shit everywhere.
Oh yeah, no,
It's gonna make
absolutely.
cleanup a nightmare. You got
mean-
unstable footing for the unsuspecting fire people there. You know what I mean?
Fuck.
Slip and bust your ass.
It's like, oops, no, I didn't know that the box fell off the truck. It's just, I mean, what do you mean? Of course there's going to be some missing. I mean, we can't track down everything. Start like picking up. And this one looks good.
You can go down there and get you a sponge and soak up some extra lube. It's like the all sorts jar. You know what I mean?
Oh, grody.
You clean up the bar with the bar rag and squeeze it all into the,
Okay.
big jar you've been pouring everybody's leftover drinks into.
Okay.
What? It was a technique.
I know, and it's so fucking gross because I've seen I know a bartender who has made somebody drink that.
Well, because drunk people are really easy to lead along. God. You want to keep drinking? Yeah, this is what you're going to drink then.
Then you need, for like every other drinker, you have to do a shot. I'm like, that's so gross.
Right.
So gross. Anyway. I just can't. I can't. Oh, what else? Is there anything just kind of short? I don't know.
Sure you don't want to go back down the Clerks rabbit hole again?
Shut up, I might.
It's been your favorite. You're like Clerks obsessed. You really are like a Kevin Smith super fan.
Yeah.
Right. I heard you like almost you were like clapping and you gasped a few times.
Well, because in the first 5 fucking minutes, you find out information. You're like, oh my god.
Oh my god,
like,
what?
I don't want to put spoilers.
But you're right. People are going to have to watch the whole anthology to be able to catch up.
Let's just say, like, on the register, there was a picture of a dead person, and you see who the person is. You're just like, what the fuck? So, you don't even remember, do you?
No. Well, I didn't. You watched several videos, I'm sure, breaking it down after we went and saw it.
I have.
I mean, we went to the movies on like a Tuesday night.
Yeah. So what?
You were all excited.
Yeah, we're not going to be live next week because we're going to go see Luis J. Gomez.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's just do it Friday.
Yeah.
Let's do a Friday show instead of a Saturday show. That's all.
Yeah, so you guys will still be out when it's out.
Sure.
All right. Well, we're going to go. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, week, shift, month, trip, whatever it is that you guys are doing. Do you have anything for me, SC?
What?
All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in, and kisses on your pink parts. Love you. Bye. 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 See ya.
I like tacos and burritos.